short little live video, but most likely you're looking at it after I'm doing it, because I didn't announce it, and I'm just doing this spontaneously. I titled this, Where is the Enemy? And I am doing this now on September 11th, about a half hour before the exact time when the Twin Towers were hit. And the whole emotional manipulation that occurred at that time was to identify a religious group as an enemy. And it distorted the way we could see one another. The specific religious groups we talked about was militant Islamist, but the militant Islamists are as Muslim as the Nazis are Christian. So it's, if you want to go down those rabbit holes of the mental gymnastics, of all the manipulations and thoughts and perspectives, you can do that. Or you could go cut to the chase. And right into the center, it's what is truth and what is illusion? What is truth and what is manipulation of our minds and our emotions? And I think the younger people are much more keen to this. I mean, if you look at a 4 or 5-year-old or a 3-year-old or a 6-year-old, they're pretty aware of what is, and they're not quite yet socialized into political correctness, into the way we distort the way we see things so that we are believing these illusionary perspectives instead of what our bodies are telling us, what our guts are telling us, what our hearts tell us as being real and truth. So then, if we ask the question, where's the enemy? It depends on what your programming is. You may be looking for a particular group, a particular belief system. We've divided ourselves into so many divisions that continue to divide. Divided into 3 Abrahamic religions. Those divide even further. Divide until we are isolated. Divided, we fall. United, we stand. When we let go of that kind of mental gymnastics and distortionism and just go back to the truth, like take a breath. Feel your breath. Don't we all breathe? I mean, don't the animals breathe? Don't the plants breathe? We all breathe. There's truth in breath. What other truth is there? We have a flow of energy within us, the flow of our circulatory system, the flow of our nervous system, the flow of our hormones. There are flows in trees as well, and plants. There are flows. There's flows in the weather. There's flows in Mother Earth, how Mother Earth changes from oceans to land to oceans to, just do some research and see how our Earth has been changing. Our universe changes. If you look at astrology, the sky is changing constantly with the positions of the planets. There's a flow. So we know that another aspect of truth is flow. And aren't we all seeking for well-being, for fulfillment, for enjoyment and bliss? We all seeking that. Now, how we seek it and how we see it Those are all perspectives. So those will change. And that's why we have our different political systems too, like socialism versus, um, capitalism. Um, it's a different way up into the same feeling of abundance and um, freedom, freedom to create, freedom to be who we are, freedom from fears of being annihilated, right? So all these are perspectives. But what we've noticed then is a truth, another truth is the feeling of freedom, the need to be free. Freedom is as our a divine right. And how we define it, that's our unique expressions. That's all fine. All our unique expressions. So if we're cutting to the chase, what we have is truth, the truth of our being, the truth of who we are. And the enemy to the truth would be the illusions, the manipulated thought programs, the manipulative emotional programs, whatever pulls us away from the truth, whatever brings us a feeling of dis-ease, discomfort, whatever brings us out of the peace, joy, feeling loved, feeling cared for, feeling in our abundance. Try to count the molecules of air that you breathe. It's amazing. It's abundant. The rays of sunshine that hit you during your life. It's amazing. The droplets of rain. The berries in the fields. All the greenery, which are edibles. Yet we've been said, ooh, no, that's gross. Like dandelions that are incredibly nutritious. So there's truth and there's distortions. There's the lies. There's the manipulations of our thought system, of our emotional system, of our physical bodies as well. So like I said, I was going to make this short. This is just food for thought. Try to step back, be quiet, just breathe, and ponder on where the enemy is. The enemy to truth. And you will be empowered when you realize it's not out there, it's within. It's what I choose to focus on, what I choose to give my energy to, and what I choose to laugh off. Laughter is our most wonderful medicine. It's going to put Big Pharma out of business. Let's laugh a lot. Let's just be aware. Let's breathe into our truth. We know our breath is truth. We know our need for freedom is truth. And our divine right to feel peace and joy. That's all truth. All else is the enemy. And you have the power to defeat the enemy with where you choose to put your energy and your thoughts and your focus. Go forth in this day with blessings.